Connecting Miami, San Juan, and the island of Bermuda creates a boundary around roughly 500,000 square miles of the North Atlantic. This region is notoriously defined as a paranormal dead zone where ships and aircraft cease to exist. In March 1918, the USS Cyclops, a Navy collier spanning 540 feet, vanished alongside 306 crew members. The ship was transporting 10,000 tons of manganese ore. No distress trawl was sent, and no wreckage was ever recovered. In December 1945, the mystery transitioned to the air. A training squadron of 5 Navy torpedo bombers, designated Flight 19, lost their bearings over the Atlantic and disappeared. A 13-man search and rescue aircraft sent to find them vanished that same night. Popular theories eventually filled the void of evidence. Observers attributed the losses to leftover technology from the lost city of Atlantis, time-space warps, and coordinated UFO abductions. However, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration does not recognize this area as uniquely hazardous. Institutional data from Lloyd's of London confirms this. The insurance market does not charge higher premiums for cargo crossing this zone. Maritime authorities view the data here as perfectly normal. This creates a clear paradox. We must determine how a statistically average patch of ocean became the world's most famous paranormal phenomenon. The Bermuda Triangle myth emerged from a 1950 Associated Press Wire article. This report bundled a handful of unrelated ship and plane accidents into a single suggestive narrative for the first time. In 1964, author Vincent Gaddis formally coined the term the Deadly Bermuda Triangle in a Pulp magazine. This article provided the branding and established the triangular vertices that define the legend today. Charles Berlitz's 1974 bestseller codified the myth. He gathered isolated incidents from different eras and framed them as a unified paranormal event, turning the region into a global household name. These accounts often depended on the deliberate omission of context. Authors frequently described ships vanishing in calm seas, while ignoring historical weather records of massive storms occurring at those exact coordinates. The triangle was not discovered by sailors. It was drawn into existence by writers who prioritized sensational storytelling over nautical facts. In 1975, researcher and librarian Larry Couchet began auditing these claims. He bypassed the popular books and returned to the original source materials to verify every reported disappearance. Couchet's methodology involved cross-referencing the dates of mysterious losses with historical weather records and newspaper archives from the time of the incidents. He discovered significant geographic fabrications. One ship Berlitz claimed had vanished in the Atlantic Triangle had actually sunk in the Pacific Ocean, thousands of miles from the region. Couchet also found that many vessels reported as lost to the triangle were simply never mentioned again when they eventually returned safely to port after being overdue. This audit proved the legend was a manufactured mystery, built on sloppy research and sensationalized reporting that ignored readily available evidence. This satellite image shows the Gulf Stream flowing through the western Atlantic. The thermal current appears as a deep red river. Acting as a high-speed conveyor belt, it can wash wreckage miles away before search teams arrive, explaining why debris is rarely found. The region is also prone to microbursts, sudden downdrafts of cold air that hit the ocean surface and explode outward. These winds can capsize vessels instantly. Navigational errors frequently stem from compass variation. In this part of the Atlantic, magnetic north and true geographic north misalign, causing inexperienced navigators to drift off course without realizing it. Ships and planes in this region are not facing paranormal forces. They are victims of rapid currents, sudden atmospheric shifts, and the ocean's unforgiving physics. Considering the heavy volume of daily traffic, the percentage of accidents in the Bermuda Triangle is exactly the same as in any other frequently traveled ocean region. This legend is a product of confirmation bias, a psychological phenomenon where the human brain forces a terrifying pattern onto a statistically normal series of events. Our preference for a compelling supernatural mystery often obscures a simpler truth. The ocean is vast and naturally dangerous. It does not require a time warp to swallow a ship.